Chuie. Welcome to another Jeet Kune college video. Today we're going to be talking and demonstrating the straight blast. We're going to be differentiating between three straight blasts: the boxing straight blast, the Wing Chun straight blast, and the JKD straight blast, which is actually a hybrid of the boxing and Wing Chun straight blast.
So, with the Wing Chun straight blast, it's important to keep your elbows in and controlling the center line. You're going to throw straight down the center, one hand out, one hand back. Now, I like to think of these as two pistons. If you've ever seen an engine work in a car, one piston cannot move without moving the other one. So they're going up and down like this. My arms, this one comes out, this one comes back. I almost think is when this one is coming back that I'm literally like there are two levers that are connected maybe, pulling the other one out. Okay, so you're basically generating all the power from your arms, and you can still get a pop at the end of your punch from your elbows, but it's a tight, short arc dominating the center line back and forth. A lot of errors I see online are you see these people, this is why I like to call them bicycle punches. They think of bicycle wheels, and they bring their rear hand all the way down here to their waist, and it creates too much time, and your whole side of your head is exposed to a counterattack. So again, one arm out, one arm back. They move at the same time and snapping through at the end as you dominate the center line.
Awesome. And Eric will do a few on the pads. Excellent. Awesome. So, my opinion of the Wing Chun straight blast is kind of akin to the boxing shoe shine. Even though the boxing shoe shine is normally done with uppercuts, and I've done a lot of training in boxing gyms, and I've done the shoe shine on a few people's faces. Doesn't do a lot of damage, especially with gloves on, but it gets you out of a jam. And that's kind of what we use the Wing Chun straight blast for, is if we're close, okay, and I'm jammed up, I'll throw some quick punches to get a little distance or move or get him to cover or something to give me a little breathing room. So the next straight blast we're going to be talking about is a boxing straight blast. And we will have some boxing videos out showing the basics and the fundamentals, how to throw punches correctly. So remember, we're always throwing punches from the ground. Elbows are in, but they're very important. I see a lot of people punch like this. It's just terrible. If you're a JKD practitioner, you should be an above average boxer. Remember, that is part of the hybrid art of JKD. Wing Chun, fencing, and Western boxing are the three primary arts that were molded into Jeet Kune. So elbows down, okay, good footwork, good body mechanics. Okay, now for the boxing straight blast, we're talking about, normally someone will call this a jab, we'll call this a lead straight, JKD. We're going to be using the modified boxing from Wing Chun, where we'll be using the Jack Dempsey 45-degree angle hand position, which Bruce adopted after reading Jack Dempsey's book and corresponding with him through some letters. And we'll be using the rear straight, commonly called the cross, although it's not technically not the cross, but we can call it the cross. And remember, these are fully extended punches. Okay, I'm fully extended out. I'm torquing. I've got what's called the upper body twist, and you're fully torquing, driving off the legs and pushing. You can either use the up on the toe, drop the knee for the rear hinge, or your cross for a rear straight, whatever you want to call it, or you can use the pushing the car method, which Bert Poe taught us. And so it's just a matter of taste, and sometimes it's a matter of distance, too. Okay, this gives you a little more reach. So for this particular straight blast, the boxing straight blast, probably get up on my toes. Fully extended, driving with power. Okay. My chin should be down. Walk into some boxing gyms, I've read, as soon as you walk in the door, you put your chin down. It's a good habit to have. See, a lot of people, when they're punching, I don't care what it is, boxing, Wing Chun, JKD, got your head up like a chicken. Bad habit to have. You want to have bad posture when you're boxing. Shoulders rounded, chin down, rear hand up. Okay? Okay? I'm way outside. Okay? I'm inside, a little closer on the Wing Chun one. Okay? Shoe shine, get some distance. Boxing. So now we go to the Jeet Kune straight blast, as we learned from Bob Bremer. And the way we like to look at it is as a hybrid between the Wing Chun and the boxing straight blast. And Eric's got a quote from Bruce Lee regarding that.
Now this is directly from Bruce Lee's notes from one of John Little's books. It says, one hand out, one hand back, not from the hip, for protection and securing strategic position. Thumb up, rapid firing of both arms, and strike with the last three knuckles with the body weight behind each blow. And that's one of the things that differs the JKD straight blast from the Wing Chun straight blast, is we're going to get our body behind it.
Yeah, and that's really important. Another thing that Eric just mentioned is also from Jack Dempsey. Using these three knuckles here, most martial arts, like both Eric and I came from a traditional background, tend to use these. I think in the boxing gym, they don't really think about it. They just want to hit the guy. And I think when it comes down to it, you know, when the fur starts flying, you're not really thinking about that. But if you start training using this, Dempsey called it the power line. 45-degree hand, hitting with these three. We had a kinesiologist up at the Wednesday night group for a while, and he did say that this was the structurally the strongest way that the arm could be aligned for punching was the 45-degree and using these, and he explained it biomechanically. So I'll take his word for it. Jack Dempsey and Bruce Lee probably, you know, just through trial and error kind of figured that was the best way. So I will take their word for it. Seems to work pretty well.
And actually, Louis, too, that in boxing and in the early days of MMA, when most guys broke their hand, you know which knuckle it was they busted?
Probably
the very first one right there.
Right, that's right. And very good. All right, so I digress. So we'll go to the JKD straight blast. Eric showed the Wing Chun. Notice how my elbows are really tight, which is good. I'm controlling the center line, right? I got my Tan Sao, my Bong Sao in case I've got to pull it off, right? The Wing Chun structure, and I've learned just basic Wing Chun, so if my stance is a little off, don't go, aha! But anyways, it's a little tighter. My elbows are really in. For boxing, okay, the stance is a little closer to a JKD stance, okay? I'm really extending my punches. This hand is back, okay? We're still on the center line. Believe me, boxers use the center line. They probably don't think about it, but they use it. My elbows are down. Okay, everything's tight. Okay, same with the Wing Chun. Good habit, if you're doing Wing Chun, keep your chin down. Okay, you may not have learned that, but if you're going to do Wing Chun, keep your chin down. For JKD, it's a hybrid between the two. Okay, instead of having my elbows in here, I'm going to be controlling the center line by using a triangle. Okay, and I'm going to add a little bit of the body twist. Not as much as in boxing because that takes too much time. There's a little more power, but it's a combination of a little bit of body twist and the snappiness of the Wing Chun punches. We want to be on the end of the punches. Bob Bremer said, Bruce said, hurt him with a flick. And Bob was always saying, hurt him with snappers. That means when I hit the pad or I hit my opponent, I don't want to be jammed, okay, because then I'm pushing. I want to be right on the end and snapping that sucker. Okay? So that's what we want. And now we'll demonstrate a little bit of the Jeet Kune straight blast. Okay? So there we go. Okay? I'm driving from the ground. I'm not totally torquing, but I'm getting a little of that body twist, and I'm getting that speed up the middle, a la the Wing Chun straight blast. What do we want to do next? Okay. Oh, so do you want to do it, or you want me to do it?
No, you got that. That's all.
Okay. So, how do we train this? Well, the first way is, of course, do it in the air. Okay, keep your chin down, right up the middle. Good Dempsey, Bruce Lee, hand conditioning, 45. Remember, you're not dropping your hands. It's coming straight back, chin down. Okay, get the feel of that. We'll practice it stationary. And we tend to go in threes. It's just a good uneven number. Okay, So I might go 3. Now once you get the basics and you feel comfortable, we're going to get some good power and some good snappiness in this. We start adding the footwork. The general rule of thumb is for each step, 3 punches. So Eric backs up, step forward. You could do the same thing coming back. Okay, as he comes. Okay, and then as the drill progresses, Eric will move all over the place. And if you already have the footwork, either from somebody else, from watching our video, you'll be able to apply it with a straight blast.
So there's some of you out there that think you can't generate enough power or get knockout power with the straight blast. Well, sure, I can get a harder punch with maybe my rear cross or my lead hook punch, but you can still generate power with the straight blast. Louis is going to demonstrate here, again, the Wing Chun straight blast, which is primarily an arm punch, and then the JKD straight blast. Now this is a wave master that's filled with water. I have it filled to the maximum capacity. It's about 205 pounds. That weighs more than Louis. You'll see when he's hitting it how much it is affected. And these are actually a really good tool for the straight blast because when you hit them hard enough, they will literally move and walk across your floor, and it helps you to follow it. As we were mentioning earlier, you have to follow up each blow with a step here. So Louis is going to show again the Wing Chun straight blast.
And I like to use it, as I said, as a shoe shine. The Wing Chun folks do use it a little more extended, but I like to use it when I'm in a jam. Off the line or whatever, you know, oh crap, let me get out of there. Okay, kind of pity-patty, but check it out. JKD's a street art, right? Finger jabs to the eyes, so it has a lot of value, folks, a lot of value. Okay, so boxing, full extension. Alright. My chin should have been down. Okay. My elbow should have been in. And my punches should have been coming out as the other one was coming in. The JKD, I'm a little more squared up than the boxing. Okay? But I should have almost similar power, hopefully. Okay? So, that's the straight blast. Those are the straight blasts.
Also, when we are throwing the JKD straight blast, I've heard some critics say that we're exposed and that we're susceptible to maybe a counter left hook or right hook. Further?
That's good.
Okay. One thing to keep in mind, I'm controlling the center line, so that area is safe. I'm putting my rear hand back here by the side of my chin. I'm tucking my lead, or not my lead chin, but I'm tucking my chin into my lead shoulder, and I'm changing them as I'm coming down that triangular line as I rotate my hips and snap the punch. So I'm really very well covered and very well defended. This is another reason that makes this technique so street effective and good against just about any opponent.